Right now, I'm recording this episode from Rishikesh at the foot of the Himalayan mountains and surrounded by all kinds of incredible visuals. Like imagine yogis and seekers and spiritual teachers and some of the most powerful energy I've ever experienced in my life. Really. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And you know what? If you would have told me last year that I'd be here learning directly from yogi masters and facilitating Yoga Nidra sessions for people like all over the world. And through Zoom, virtually, I can reach anybody in the world from here and facilitate Yoga Nidra. But I wouldn't have believed you, really. But hey, life is funny like that, right?
Hey, beautiful souls, welcome to an episode of Spiritual Juice Podcast for awakening souls needing a dose of clarity, courage, and cosmic inspiration on the journey of becoming the best version of yourselves. Please allow me to introduce your host, Yvette Irvin, who will pour you a refreshing blend of soulful insights to help you align. So grab your cups and let's get into this juice.
So sometimes I've noticed something about life. Purpose finds you like one quiet step at a time. We're looking for those big moments, but it happens quietly. So what's so beautiful about this chapter on my journey is that it's helped me realize something very clearly, that healing doesn't have to be that complicated. It really isn't. And healing, well, it should not belong to people who have money or people who have access to privilege or the ability to constantly travel around the world to retreats and wellness centers. But before we get into this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So that's one of the reasons why I am so passionate about Yoga Nidra, really. Because first of all, it's really simple and literally like anyone can do it. Okay. Anyone can do it from anywhere. And you don't have to be like a yogi, or you don't have to be flexible, or you don't have to know anything at all. I mean, no experience required. You don't have to know anything about yoga. And it's not the typical yoga. You don't need to change anything about yourself. You don't need to change your religion, and you don't have to be spiritual enough. You just simply have to have this willingness to lie down and become still and to breathe and allow yourself to receive. That's it. I mean, it's just that simple. That's it. Can you imagine this? Just lie down, breathe, and allow yourself to receive. This is beautiful. And in today's world, this is revolutionary. So many people are exhausted. I mean, all you have to do is look at them, right? And their nervous systems are overloaded because their minds never stop doing things. They never stop. They've always got to be busy doing something. Somehow I feel like maybe they're afraid if they stop that things will fall apart. People become so disconnected from themselves when they behave that way. And actually, I believe that this is one of the biggest problems in the world today. People are not connected to themselves and they function on autopilot. They know how to work, but they don't know how to reconnect to themselves. And then they find, I don't know, this disconnection in all areas of their lives, their relationships, with their children, with their partners. They find that they're just living, or not even really living, they're existing just to go to work and to pay bills and to eat and to buy more stuff. And they watch the game on the weekend on TV. And that's pretty much it. It rolls around, they're like, all over again. So I know so many people who tell me they can't sleep. And they can't sleep because they're all wound up, right? They cannot get grounded. They don't even know how. They're so burnt out. Does any of this ring a bell to you? Because it does to me. I mean, this used to be my life. I didn't even know that I was tired. I wasn't even thinking about rest. But hey, those days for me are long gone. So in walks Yoga Nidra into my life. Or should I say, it kind of floated in there. It kind of floated in my mind that maybe this is a course that my life should go in. It should become part of my lifestyle. But at any rate, it came along at the right time, and I could not be more excited. I mean, I'm really happy. You see, Yoga Nidra, it creates space in your day where your body can, your mind can just finally exhale. You can do it by yourself. You don't even need support, you see. And it's called yogic sleep. How about that? Yogic sleep. And it's called that because basically it puts you in this space between asleep and being awake. So you're kind of like in this middle state and your body is resting, but your awareness, your mind is very much aware and it's relaxed. And it's in this space that something magical happens. In that comfortable middle space, the body begins to heal. It can heal itself, really. And the nervous system, it can regulate itself and you feel calm and you're like relaxed, and the subconscious, it can do its thing and it becomes a lot more receptive, which I love. So you can receive like all of those downloads and all the clarity that you need, and you can stop looking outside of yourself. You see, you don't need to call a friend. You don't need to talk to anybody. All you need to do is to relax and listen and breathe, because here's the thing. All of the answers are inside of you, and you can receive them from within yourself. And that's where all the, I don't know, all the answers are. All the answers are within. And what I love most is that I can facilitate these sessions from anywhere in the world. And you guys know I'm all over the place, but I can be literally anywhere in the world and people can receive Yoga Nidra anywhere, no matter where you are. I mean, you can be like halfway around the world. So like you can be in your apartment, let's say in New York, or you can be in London, or you can be in some small village, some little tiny village somewhere, trying to hold it all together emotionally, and you have no neighbors and you have nowhere to turn to. All you need is an internet. You need internet access, you need a quiet space, and you need the willingness to show up for yourself. This is really powerful to me because my goal as a healer has never been to create this codependency, if you will. I don't want people to be codependent on me. I mean, I love working with you guys. I love you guys. I love taking you down that road with me. But I mean, when it comes to healing, I'm not gatekeeping Yoga Nidra, okay? This is an incredible practice and it's actually a lifestyle. My goal is to help people remember that they already hold healing within themselves. So really, all you need is for me to facilitate, and the body does its job. And I'm just simply guiding you back to yourself. And that's why I made my online Yoga Nidra sessions so affordable, and they're so approachable and really accessible for anybody. And I want people who like normally can't afford one-on-one healing work with me to still be able to experience the restoration and the regulation and more peace and reconnection. You can literally click a Zoom link. Just click the link, put on your headphones, lie down, and I will guide you through this experience. It doesn't get any better than this. And I'll be honest with you, really, let's just keep it 100. I know some people don't even know how badly they need to just relax. They don't realize it sometimes until it's like too late. So now with that said, I strongly encourage you for one of my one-on-one sessions for people who want deeper, more personalized transformation. I recommend my Yoga Nidra one-on-one sessions online, because during my private sessions, we can work directly on what's happening specifically. We can narrow it down to what's happening specifically in your life. We can get to the root of the issue. So whatever it is, and no problem is like too big, okay? And what's beautiful about Yoga Nidra is that it works beautifully alongside, let's say, other healing modalities. Things like if you're into therapy, it doesn't matter. This is one of the things that I love. And it was one of my major motivating factors when I decided that I needed to become a facilitator. in the first place, really. Because it's got to be easy. It's got to be seamless and it's got to work. I was looking for a way for my one-on-one clients where they could do something in between sessions with me and still, I don't know, where they felt they can become part of like their own healer and integrate it into their lifestyle. So if you're already doing work like therapy or coaching or somatic work or breath work or energy work, meditation, or even like spiritual development, perfect. Perfect. I got you because Yoga Nidra works with any of these and more. And it works by itself too. And actually, any other work that you're doing, keep doing it if it's working for you. But I recommend that you add Yoga Nidra to your lifestyle. One of the most powerful parts of the work that I do in my one-on-one sessions with Yoga Nidra is helping clients to work with their subconscious. Because let me keep it real with you, okay? No, really. No matter how hard you try like consciously to change your life, if your subconscious is, I don't know how to say this, but if your subconscious is programmed and rooted in fear or limitation or shame or burnout or unworthiness, well, those deep patterns will continue running your whole freaking life. They will continue to run your show. And from my own personal experience, I can say that it doesn't have to be that way. What I love as well is that people think this kind of thing, it takes a long time to work, but that's not true. And I can tell you from my own experience, I have literally felt the shift like the next day where I noticed the process of my old subconscious thoughts, like things like fear. Fear was coming up big time for me, like the next day. They were coming up because they needed to be released. So you have to feel it. So I had to say goodbye to those old limiting beliefs so that the new positive ones can start to take effect. So if you've been curious about Yoga Nidra, I really, really encourage you to experience it for yourself. You can book any of your sessions online. So just go to any one of my social media platforms, let's say Instagram, and click on the bio link. You will find a link in my description, in my profile, where you can easily book your session to work with me to receive Yoga Nidra. I'm going to be here in Rishikesh where the energy is incredible and it amplifies. It just amplifies whatever I'm doing here in Rishikesh, India, the yoga capital of the world. I'll be working and facilitating alongside with my Swamiji, Yogi Nachinanda. And I think you owe it to yourself to give yourself this experience, not because it's trendy and not because it's spiritual, but because your body deserves to rest. That's all I got for you. Thank you for being here on this episode of Spiritual Juice. And I look forward to seeing you inside one of my Yoga Nidra sessions coming up. I'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Spiritual Juice. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share this good energy. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a review.